Hi, I'm Stuart. Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video I'm going to talk about my top 10 books of 2023. For reference, I read 78 books in 2023. Of those 78, I rated 9 of them 5 stars on Storygraph. I include all of those 9 in my top 10. Then I looked at the 4 books I rated 4.75 stars, and I chose the one I liked best. And then I ranked them in the order that I like them. My number 10 book is Sunny's Song Will Never Be Famous by Suzanne Park. Sunny's Song is a student in a Los Angeles school who's just coming to the end of her junior year in high school. She has a YouTube channel and she has had some success with it. She posts a video that the principal of her school sees. He found some stuff he didn't like about it. He brought her parents and Sunny in for a meeting, and they agreed she wouldn't make any more of these videos. But a little while later, she made another one that ran afoul of the principal. So Sunny's mother, mainly because her mother is very strict, decides to send her to a digital detox camp in Iowa. It's actually a working farm. Being from Los Angeles and going to Iowa is really a difficult transition for Sunny. I found Sunny a very appealing character, and I really enjoyed the book. I also thought that the reason the principal had for that he disliked her videos weren't very valid. My 9th book is Highly Suspicious and Unfairly Cute by Talia Hibbert. It is set in a high school in England. The 2 main characters are seniors. They were friends when they were younger, but they had a falling out. They're now the number 1 and number 2 ranked students in their class. A influential woman has a contest, and the winner is able to be an intern for her. Both the students enter. As part of that contest, they have to attend a camp in the country where they and a group of students work together to try to solve a variety of problems. I enjoyed the book and the characters. My 8th book is Life as We Knew It by Susan Beth Pfeffer. At the beginning of the book, there is an object heading toward the moon. I forget whether it was an asteroid, a comet, or a meteorite, but it's not taken seriously by the populace and it's not taken seriously by the scientists. But it hits the moon and it throws us off its axis, and that creates a lot of problems and earthquakes, volcanoes, serious bad winter. And it tells a story of mainly a family told by the teenage daughter through diary entries, and the family is her older brother, her younger brother, her mother, and their cat. And it talks about the how they attempt to survive through this disaster. My 7th book is Station 11 by Emily St. John Mandel. This is an adult dystopian novel. At the beginning of the book, there's a very virulent, contagious form of the flu that overtakes the Earth population. Most of the people are killed off. The book then goes forwards up to 20 years to tell about how people are trying to survive. And that alone makes it a great book, but what makes it exceptional was that it also goes back in time before the flu and tells the story of some of the characters. And not all these characters survive the flu. I thought it was a great book. My 6th book is A Secret History by Donna Tartt. This book is set at a small college in New England. At the beginning of the book, you know that a group of students has been involved with the murder of one of their fellow students. Then the book goes back in time a few months and tells what happened to lead up to the murder. And then the book goes forward after that point to talk about the aftermath and how the students are trying to justify the murder to themselves. This is definitely a very morally gray book. I really enjoyed it. I would say that of all the books that I've read, I had the most content warnings on Storygraph from it. It's the first dark academia book I've read. My 5th book is 7 Days in June by Tia Williams. The book stars 2 successful authors. When they were in high school a while back, they had a brief a brief romance that ended rather abruptly. They both have had a lot of trauma in their life, and they happen to meet up at an event in current time, and it talks about how, and the story goes from that point on. My fourth book is Imogen, obviously, by Becky Albertelli. Imogen is a senior in high school. Her two best friends are queer, and her younger sister is queer. Imogen is the straight friend to her friends and the straight sister to her younger sister. The two queer friends don't get along with one another. One of Imogen's friends is a freshman in college. She invites Imogen to spend the weekend at the college, and the story moves forward from there. It was a very enjoyable book. My third book is All the Bright Places by Jennifer Niven. The two main characters in the book are a boy and a girl who are seniors in high school. The girl is one of the popular kids, and the boy is somewhat of an outcast. They meet in a kind of a unique situation, but despite their differences, they become friends and a little bit more. Latter part of the book, something occurs that was a figurative punch in the gut to me. It kind of tore my heart out and stomped on it. I couldn't remember a part of a book affecting me as much emotionally as that particular scene in this book did. I would have rated this book more than 5 stars if I could. My second book is You're Not Supposed to Die Tonight by Kalynn Bayron. This book is a great take on the summer camp slasher final girl trope. The main character is Charity. She's a high school student who has a troubled home life. The camp is set in upstate New York. She's the manager of the camp, mainly because even despite her age, the owner is an absent owner. This book did a great job building tension. If a book could have jump scares, I think it would have it. The Charity and the other characters had realistic responses to the events. I recommend this book highly. My number one book is The Honeys by Ryan LaSala. Mars and Carolyn are twins. Their mother is a New York State Senator. A few years before the time the book starts, the twins started to attend a summer camp in upstate New York. Mars had to come back because of an incident that happened to him. This is explained later in the book. Mars is trans, which plays into the story. Carolyn first disappears and then comes back to their home and dies under mysterious circumstances. Despite what happened to him when he was in the camp earlier, Mars decides he has to go back to the camp to decide what happened to his sister Carolyn. There's a group of girls at the camp called the Honeys. Popular, mysterious girls. They're called the Honeys because they raised honeybees as a camp project. Carolyn was a member of the Honeys. So Mars wants to try to ingratiate himself with the Honeys to try to learn what happens to his sister. There's a lot of strange things that happen in this book. Some good horror. I really enjoyed it. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe. I plan to upload videos about once a week.